Maybe you learned something from me. Maybe I'll learn something from you. Alright guys, it is day 3 of the big dig. I give it an extra day. Yesterday I wasn't around. This is the 3rd day of working on it, but I give it a day or so to let the creek kind of drain off all the excess water and mud that I was down there digging with. So I'm going to go down in there. We'll take a look and kind of see how things see if things firmed up on the ground, and if it didn't, then we're going to have to address some different issues to get these containers back there. But it is a long haul back in there, and this creek is quite a bit of challenge to get across. So we're going to go down here and take a look and see how things are going. Alright, we're down here at the bottom. Still looks pretty muddy. I just still don't know. Maybe over a period of time this is going to harden up enough to drag this stuff across. The water, I guess it looks like it's still kind of moving here. Doesn't seem to be trying to flood out down here yet, but it seems to be letting water pass through here, so hopefully over a little bit of time this will pack up and harden up. I put a couple of pipes here. I only see one right there, so but there's a couple of them down in the ground, and I think, like I said, a couple more days at letting it dry out, scraping it down, and getting this firmed up. But I think it's definitely doable. I think we can get things across here and get the containers drug across. Now, over in here, I still got to go over there and cut down a couple more trees and get that straight shot straight through there so that we can pull the containers over there and up on top of the hill. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my flags, and we're going to go back there and we're going to mark off some property border lines. Sounds like rain up there. Don't need the rain. But we're going to mark off some locations back in the back and kind of get an idea a little bit more precisely where the house is going to sit and get things going. I'm still waiting for that state assessor or whatever to show up to figure out those borders on the property. We know where approximately they are, but I want to make sure 100%. If I don't want to go over there and touch the bulldozer on that piece of property, or the forestry will be on my ass terribly. So for now, we're just gonna get over there and flag things up and kind of get things ready. But definitely through the woods. This is a big location. I think this lot is about maybe 5,000 or 6,000 acres here of solid woods, and so there's definitely no neighbors around, that's for sure. But yeah, this is going to be nice. Hopefully we once the project's done, I'll go in here and kind of scrape around and clean things up and make it back to as natural as it's possible, so that, you know, I wanted to make it look like nothing was ever touched in here. And then later on we'll get the main bridge put in down there by the house, and things will be good. So I'm gonna go get the flags and some tapes and get things going. All right, we're back over here on the property. I don't know if it's a good time to cut a tree. It's pretty windy. That gets a little bit dangerous because then the tree is swaying around, and then you don't know what direction it's going to fall. And it is also another thing, it's lightning. And that's the last thing you want to be messing with, is a tree when it's lightning. But the property's coming along very good. This is what I wanted to get rained on, because we moved a lot of dirt this direction. I needed a lot of dirt to be compacted down over here, and rain definitely helps that situation. But we got a couple trees that need to go. We got these two trees right here. It looks like those two trees right there, and a couple more over there before the house can go in. But I definitely need to get these two trees up and out of here so that I can finish grading, putting the grade on this. And man, is it lightning over there. Wow. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. So I'm gonna hop on my phone, take a look at the weather. Maybe this will pass, I don't know. But my truck, let's talk about my truck. I did a lot of work on my truck just for this project. Yeah, it's an old Ford sports track called the Exploder. Man, is it always something breaking on this truck. But I put a lot of lights on this truck. This is for one reason. Coming up here, working when it gets dark, I got top lights, side running lights, running light bar, I got back lights, and I even got one on the very front. For one, I hate running generators because I just do not like listening to them screaming. The truck's very quiet. I can hook an inverter to it. It's very gas, doesn't use much gas, just sitting there idling. And those lights are not powerful. Believe it or not, of all those sets of lights I see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets of lights on this thing. And I only have a 10 amp fuse that runs the whole thing. So I'm quite impressed. Its efficiency. And our house, I haven't really talked about the lighting for our house. Our house is going to be what they call low voltage DC lighting. Yeah, you thought DC lighting was dead. Well, no, it's not. We're going to be running these types of lights called SMDs, circuit moded LEDs. but just they're bigger and they have a lot wider bevel to it, and we're going to get to that eventually. We got to get a bunch of lights, gut them out, put the LEDs in it. We got to get LED drivers and so on. When I get done, hopefully most of the house will run on a computer power supply, and if I can get by on about 12 or 1300 watts for the entire house with everything on a load, that's my idea go. Really energy efficient. The LED drivers are not going to be done through a transformer. I talked about the ATMX power supply, but there's drivers on it that I want everything that feeds back to the control panel. And yeah, you got to have special drivers to make those lights work. Now there's some direct lighting that don't need drivers and so on, but I want the house to be completely DC, and the reason why is because the solar that we're going to put on the house, we'll be able to dump in some low-grade batteries. I don't need a lot of batteries. The entire battery is just a buffer bank, and then we'll also have city power coming in, and all that's going to do is just aid in the electric or the DC lighting of it. So whatever my solar can't put out, the transformer will back up and dump a little power into the batteries to keep the lights going. But the house is mostly going to be done on those LED lights back, just some similar to that, but they're made for house grade units. So, but for another ado, we're going to wait out. We're going to see what this storm's going to do, and I'm going to hop on my... Alright, I set my truck for the last few minutes. Looks like it's going to probably rain the rest of the day. The radar looks pretty full. We're going to call it cuts here, but progress is continuing very well over here on the property. We're just about done leveling. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Rain is supposed to be all week. Oh man, when I need it to not rain, it's going to rain. But the property's going very good, so we're going to get out. Woo! Rain, rain, rain. And we'll put my chainsaw back up. Putting these things on, it's a must put this guard on, because you can actually cut yourself pretty bad with a chainsaw. The rain ain't going to hurt the saw. We're going to get out of here. Ground's getting soggy. I got to worry about getting out of here without getting stuck. Hey, looky there. A penny. Looky there. 1 cent richer now. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be back at it again. We'll get you plenty more content and get this property finished, cleaned up, get these 2 trees out of here. Eventually work on these other ones, but they're not a must right now. And I'm just trying to get the property cleaned up. But until the next video, get out there, design, and enjoy life. Till the next video, see you later. It's getting rained on.